NFL preseason continues. It's here, week one. We're going to talk about some marquee games as far as preseason goes. You have the defending Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks taking on America's team. Let me know in the comments if it's still America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. We also have the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. My name is David Delano with picksandparlays.net, powered by WagerTalk. We're going to see if we can follow up with going 2-0 on our Thursday free pick video. So as we look at these games, we got a brand new head coach in Baltimore. We got an Eagles team dealing with some important injuries early on, so they're going to want to proceed with caution. We've got a defending Super Bowl champion, obviously taking the field in Seattle. So we've got some very different approaches towards the preseason here by the coaches that we're going to see. But one thing also that holds true is that 3% of $10,000 is $300. Had to double check my math, but I was right on that one. Let's first talk about the Philadelphia Eagles at the Baltimore Ravens. And the Eagles are heading into Baltimore for this preseason open. Pretty interesting situation. You got Philadelphia. They do have a loaded roster, but you have to remember this is just a preseason game. And they're also favored in this spot. I'm going to go ahead and put the odds up here. You look at the Eagles minus 186 on the money line, Ravens plus 154, total set at 37.5, and you have a 3.5 point spread here. When you look at some of the key players, as far as like Devontae Smith, for example, dealing with a hamstring injury or hamstring issue, I should say. And also on the other side of the ball, you look at Cooper DeJean, you look at Mitchell. Think that they're not going to we're not going to see too much from the Eagles early on here. One of the guys I'm really interested in watching, though, is going to be Tanner McKee, because preseason means something different for McKee this year. He's competing with Andy Dalton for the backup job, and he's entering the final year of his rookie contract. So he definitely wants to play well. Now, he's someone who could be an interesting trade piece if a team runs into a quarterback problem. Smart quarterback who does have some accuracy, but just hasn't had a lot of opportunity. So if he can stack some good preseason performances together, he could really put himself in a good position for the preseason, and it would be good for the Eagles, even if they could use him as a trade piece. But I'm not so sure I love the situation overall for the Philadelphia offense. Now, as we look at the other side, we go to Baltimore. Things get really interesting. First of all, you have it's preseason, but you got Jesse Minter, new head coach, taking over for John Harbaugh after so many years, and also so many years of dominance in the preseason that we saw. And I know that it is only preseason, but you're also looking at a home game here for the Ravens coming off of Harbaugh. You want to leave a good impression. I think that it's going to be hard to not get caught up in wanting to win this game, even if it's preseason, within reason. I don't think the Eagles are going to do too much. Look at Lamar Jackson's not playing, and there's a lot of other established players that are expected to sit as well. But still, you look at Jacoby Lane, third-round receiver out of USC, and he's been reportedly one of Baltimore's standout players through training camp, so that should be fun to watch. Now, this is one of those things. It's not about the stars. Look at the 40th, 50th, 60th players on the roster, guys playing for their careers. Philadelphia, 3.5 point favorite. On Thursday, I went with the Dogs. I went with the Lions against the Bengals. And also, we went with the Pittsburgh Steelers, who ended up winning outright. I got to go with the dog again in this one. I got to go ahead and back the Baltimore Ravens plus the 3.5 in this one. Now, if you want the locks, I'm going to tell you there's no such thing as a lock. You're looking at minus 110 odds. You go over 54%. You are doing very, very well long term, my friend. That means make sure that you're wagering responsibly, not risking it all on one play, as this is the preseason, and I will stand on that. But if you want to go ahead and get my favorite plays each day, go ahead and check out picksandparlays.net. You'll get everything. Every NFL play, every college play, and everything for the rest of Major League Baseball over there. stay locked in. And if you want something short term, and this is from anyone over there on picksandparlays.net. I know this video is on the WagerTalk channel, but picksandparlays.net, you can get the 3 for free. That means 6 days for the price of 3 over there on picksandparlays.net. And also for anything that you guys decide to, if you guys do decide to take advantage of anything, go ahead and check out that extra promo code there. So with picksandparlays.net. Okay, next let's head out west. We have the defending Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Is this the year that the Dallas Cowboys finally get it done again? Plus 130 money line dog for the Cowboys, minus 155 money line favorite for the Seahawks, total of 38.5. And so far, you guys notice I haven't, in just general, has a philosophy in the preseason. You can do all the research that you want to, but I'm really not in love with taking favorites in the preseason. Hall of Fame game, I liked Arizona, which, they lost that game in the last second. And I liked the Lions, and I liked the Steelers on Thursday. Also, letting you guys know, if you guys also want more preseason plays, you guys can go ahead and check out Sports Memo. That's both on going to be on Friday and Saturday, where you'll be able to find my NFL, my favorite NFL play of the day. But there are some spots where I take favorites, but the standard is the standard. And you have over there, Mike McDonald has said that he does want to get the starters some action in this game. Seattle coming off of a championship, and it does look like this is a spot where they want to evaluate some players early on. Dallas, they also have a lot of things to figure out, but Cowboys are actually a dog that I don't really trust as much in this situation. I think Seattle's in a better situation here at home. Even when you look at the depth, you look at the coaches, you look at the approach overall. If there's a favorite that I'm going to take out of these on Saturday, one of them that I do like is the Seattle Seahawks. So I do like Seattle minus the 2.5. That is a favorite that I'm going to go ahead and go with. We're going to go Seattle minus 2.5. We're also going with the Ravens plus 3.5. Keep in mind that this is the preseason. You don't want to use all of your bankroll right away. If you've only, having fun, you only have $100 to play with. These are just, to win $1 plays. Okay. And you guys can do the math from there, from $100 to $100 million, or however you guys want to do it. But this is just preseason if you choose to play it at all. But Major League Baseball still going on, and everything over there on picksandparlays.net. Got the summer special once again, and final time plugging the pass over there, everything for this whole NFL season for myself, along with everything from myself in Major League Baseball. David Delano, thanks so much for watching. You guys can follow me on X or Instagram at Get Sports Strong. Definitely appreciate it. Glad to be here, and keep your comments coming. I really appreciate all the comments. I'm looking at every one. If you want to question my math, make sure to double check what I said, and check yours too, because that's a lot of things I wish I was better at in life, but that's one thing I'm pretty good at. So we'll see. Hopefully these picks are pretty good. And but once again, like I said, even if we have another 2-0 sweep on this video, it's preseason. It's all about the entire body of work. Never get too high, never get too low, but always be responsible, my friends. Once again, my name is David Delano, and I'll see you guys on the next one.